It's good to be back in the saddle.
Welcome back, old man.
I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess
that doesn't make you young.
Old,
yeah.
No.
It does not make you young.
My son reminds me, like, every day. He calls me old.
That's pretty funny.
Just starting early with that, huh?
I know. Yeah, I'm finding my son picks up on anything that is a potential weakness.
Yeah, anything that you don't want him to?
100%.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anything he wasn't supposed to hear, anything that other people think is funny. He's like laser focused on that.
You've created a monster.
Didn't get that from me.
Yeah, he did. Directly from you,
me.
sir.
Yeah. No way. All right.
Yeah, so just prepare to...
It'll be great.
It'll be perfect. Yeah, so just prepare to...
Y'all motherfuckers don't watch us play throughout the year, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't care if I get fined.
That train is off the track.
I feel like you can't just like jump through Neptune and be okay.
Just prepare to...
What the show needs is more dogs and bears and chickens and stuff.
Yeah, so just prepare to be awash in unbeatable goodness.
Welcome, Pacers fans. You are listening to the Undebeatables, your semi-weekly Pacers podcast. Today is Sunday, October 19th, 2025, and this is episode 784. Coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana, I'm your host, Joey Gaffrida, the man behind the dials. This show, we're going to do a deep dive into the 2025-2026 Pacers team. Joining me this show are all three of our analysts, coast to coast, like buttered toast. First, from the high school home of Jamison Brewer, Silver Spring, Maryland, it's the doctor, Jason Triplett.
What is up, Pacers fans? What is up, Undebeatables? Welcome back, Joey. Glad to hear your sonorous voice, even more sonorous. Shout out to Mike and Lisa, who just made a lovely pasta bolognese for me and Ethan tonight. Very nice.
Nice. Shout out.
Delicious. From Asheville, North Carolina, he's our in-house bartender, mixing up the drinks in the crappy jingles. So, thank you for your attention to this matter, John Colson.
Sounds like we all ate pretty well tonight. Shout out to my wife. We're celebrating our first date anniversary. I've been told that now that we're married, we don't necessarily have to celebrate that anymore. But it was a great excuse to have the farmer's market squash, broccoli, and ribeye, butter basted ribeye. It was delightful. Probably not good for me, but absolutely delicious.
Most things that taste good aren't.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything butter basted.
Yeah. I mean, kale is not good for you if it's butter basted. So
Sounds really good, though.
it does. I'll be right back.
Best kind of cow.
And from probably the kale capital of the world, Tacoma, Washington, out west, it's our enforcer, John Harper.
What is going on, fellas? Yeah, you may be right. Shout out to decorative gourd season.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. I'm going to give a shout out. We went to Owlfest out at Eagle Creek over the weekend, and there were some pretty cool decorative gourds there. And we did Harvest Fest, I think, at the Newfields during the week too. And there was, they said 50,000 pumpkins there. It was the number we heard.
It seems like a lot of pumpkins.
So it's a lot of pumpkins. And it was very cool. And my sister-in-law has an exhibit there, or she has one of the featured. There's like, I think 12 mythical beasts. So she made one and it's on display there. So it was very cool. It was our first time going, but it was worth going.
What was her mythical beast?
So it looked like a moose, and it was all made out of like natural materials. I guess a moose is too, but this one was made out of like wood and different sort of leaves and branches and things like that. So yeah, it looks like a big moose, but it's kind of like if it was a moose were made from plants kind of deal. So it's very cool. There's a bunch of other...
sweater.
Callback.
So there's a bunch of cool things at the art museum. So recommend going if you're in town. All right, team. We have previewed all the conferences, and as we do every year, the last show before the season is the Pacers preview show, where we take a deep dive into the team. Who's old? Who's new? What are we looking for? And, where do we think this team is going to go? Where are they going to land? So last year, of course, the team made a, not surprising to me, but surprising to many, trip to the finals. And were only defeated after the franchise player broke his Achilles tendon in slow motion on replay 50 times. I really wish they would stop showing that. It was gross. I can't not see it now, even as I say it. But the Pacers end up one game short from a title. Halliburton they've already said, out for the entire season. And the team is largely the same, but there are some new faces out there. We've watched the preseason is finished up, and we've seen that. We've seen some impressive performances out of some of the guys, but I want to hear kind of what you guys are thinking about where this team is going and who are the new players. Colson, you've been a huff head, I think is what you're calling your crew,
right? Well,
tell us about your boy.
Well, yeah, we traded for Jay Huff from Memphis. He's real tall. He's 7'1". He's supposed to give us some of the shooting that Miles Turner gave us at the center position. He does not necessarily give us the defense that Miles Turner did, but we're going to kind of patch together the center position this year. It looks like Isaiah Jackson, it looks like he's got the starting position, inside track for the starting job at center. He's coming off a season where he didn't play last year, along with James Wiseman, who also did not play, but he is still on the roster. And I think we still have a Tony Bradley. So we got 4 guys at the center position, and they're going to kind of do it by committee, I think. I think this is a great opportunity for Isaiah Jackson to show off what Carlisle said was the most versatile defender he's ever coached. So, he's 23 this year, got a ton of growing to do, and I'm excited to see how he performs this year. JF will be hitting threes for you, but probably off the bench.
I mean, quickly here, I saw some of these preseason games, and I'm concerned about Isaiah Jackson. He struggled against Victor Wembanyama, who his only grew an inch and a half.
Guard, right?
I mean,
yeah, he's pretty much a foot taller than Isaiah Jackson, I think.
Dude.
I looked at it, I was like, why'd they put a guard on him? I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, that's our tallest guy. He can dunk without jumping, which seems unfair.
Especially in that he can jump.
Right. Exactly. And
If need
run
be.
the break, and
Yeah, he runs the offense. It's
It's bananas.
That ain't right.
I think, obviously, with the loss of Miles Turner, there's a big hole to fill, and for as much shade as Turner's been thrown over his career as being sort of underwhelming, like, he is a pretty serviceable big dude and a very good rim defender and a decent three-point shooter, which stretches the floor. So that will be missed for sure. And so, yeah. But I think you're right, Colson. It's going to be patching it together with these guys that each can bring a little bit of that, but not necessarily all in the same package. So, but I mean, Carlisle definitely trusts Tony Bradley. I mean, he got finals minutes, so that's one thing.
Well, and Wiseman still has a chance. I mean, he was a number 1 draft pick, right? I mean, overall.
Yeah, but so was Anthony Bennett once upon a time. You know?
I mean, that gets you some leeway, but it doesn't get you there forever.
I know I think it was the COVID year when nobody could do scouting when he got picked number 1, but, you know, people saw stuff in him. He's
Wasn't
clearly
Malcolm Brogdon
talented.
like Rookie of the Year?
Is that right? I don't think that was the same year, was it?
No, not the same year, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Shut
Are
up,
we
Malcolm.
supposed to take shots for Malcolm Brogdon retiring, or
Malcolm
is that
Brogdon never made the top 25, so we don't have to.
Okay, so it's got to
take
be
shots.
a top 25 person.
Yes.
retiring. Okay.
Yeah, and I think.
But he's on your
probably-
top 207-ish.
He definitely was, but I don't think we have to take shots because he's not currently residing or never made the top 25. So, but yeah,
well,
Malcolm
you
Brogdon.
can take shots, right?
You can take shots if you want. It's a fun game for the viewers or for the listeners. Yeah,
Just always take shots.
that's right. Another person that will not be a Pacer this year, Cam Payne, which I know you were sad to hear, Jason, because he's
Very
like your
sad.
favorite Pacer.
Well, I have never really enjoyed watching Campaign play basketball, but I was doing some research because, you know, we gotta learn about these guys, and once they're on your team, once they're wearing, you know, my laundry, I'll cheer for you. And he actually has a pretty interesting, he's the kind of guy you would want to root for. Like, he was in and out of the league, like, played in China for a year, worked his way back, like, you know, workman effort. But in the end, the team did not keep him around. The most interesting thing I came across when researching Campaign is apparently last year there was an incident at his home near Phoenix. He and his partner got into a dispute, a loud dispute, and then police were called. But then by the time the police got there, everything was fine. They had settled it. They were like, yeah, don't worry about it. And so the police were like, okay, cool. Well, we just gotta, you know, write your names down, file a report, you know, whatever. And so Campaign tells them that his name is Terry Johnson, repeatedly. And the cops
honest
apparently
mistake.
like didn't believe him, probably because they knew who he was, and eventually he had to give up his own name. And so then a few weeks later, or months later, he got traded to the Knicks, and Josh Hart's tweet was like, "Shout out Terry." Which I thought was just hilarious. He's got some good nicknames on the campaign, you know, as in campaigning. Speaking of the president, Killer Cam and the Pain Train.
Mm.
Who calls him that?
Nobody has called him that.
I feel like he put that one on Basketball Reference himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Basketball Reference also has Cam. Just Cam. I think that really counts as a nickname.
That's
Feel like
just
that's
your
not a
name.
nickname.
It's just your name, bro. Well, shout out Campaign. I am not sad that I don't have to see you shoot for 82 games this
It's
season.
ugly.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, thanks for coming in. I hope the coffee was warm enough for you.
Didn't burn your tongue.
Right, exactly.
Well, I was watching briefly the last preseason game, and they kept talking about Champagne, and I thought they were just mispronouncing Campaign, and I was like, Campaign's playing so well! He's so good! Campaign's on fire.
Champagne now.
Yeah, whatever
Penny?
it is. Yeah. Whatever they were saying, I was like, I think they're just mispronouncing Campaign. He's the best.
That's
Shooting
awesome.
lights out.
Both ends of the floor. It's great.
Just line it up.
Any of the other new guys that is anyone else excited about? Any of the younger folks? We've got
Well,
some two-way players. and
So it
some-
was an
some rooks.
interesting decision to release Campaign because obviously with Halliburton going down, we have some point guard issues, and then also TJ McConnell is out a month. But I think it reflects the coaching staff's confidence in a few of these two-way players. First off, Quentin Jackson, right, who played minutes for us last year. I think he's gonna see some burn here early in the season at the backup point. But then also Taylion Peter, who showed well in the preseason. And then maybe we'll give Ben Shepherd some ball handling responsibilities, although I don't see that happening. But
Yeah,
that's a name
not a
that
lot.
talking heads have thrown out there.
Yeah, Ray J. Dennis got a little bit of regular season burn last year.
Sure, that's true. And then our second round draft pick, Cam Jones, also a point guard, hasn't played yet. He's been injured. He's got a bit of a back thing, but comes from good stock. Went to Marquette. Was the first guy to record a triple double at Marquette since Dwayne Wade.
Wow.
Nice.
Got that going for you. Rest of the lineup should be pretty normal, right? So seems like they're rolling with a Nemhard at the point, Matherin at the 2, Neesmith at the 3, Siakam at the 4, and the aforementioned Jackson at the 5. And then the bench is going to look obviously a little bit different. So as I mentioned, TJ McConnell out, so question mark? Backup point guard? Quentin Jackson probably.
Yeah.
Ben Shepherd is going to get some burn for sure. Jay Huff seems to be getting the backup big minutes. And Jarris Walker seems slotted in. I feel like that'll be sort of his second unit. And Obi Toppin. So they're still pretty deep there in the second unit, I would say.
Yeah, it kind of clears, the injuries kind of clear up some traffic jam we had on the bench last year. Jarris Walker was kind of scrapping for minutes with Matherin being the main guy off the bench there. But now that he's in the starting lineup, I think you're going to have a lot more Jarris Walker minutes, which I think is good because Jarris Walker's awesome.
Yeah.
I agree.
And he needs to make a leap this year, and he needs those minutes to do it.
Yeah.
But he looks poised to do that.
Yeah, they were telling a story about I think it was Siakam is kind of taking him under his wing, and he just keeps telling Jarris Walker to stop thinking or making moves because there's no time for that in our offense. He's like, just go faster, do it faster. Don't stop thinking. I love it.
Easier said than done.
Right.
I think we're also going to see a lot more Johnny Furphy minutes this year. As injuries and matchups and, players' performances on a given night are going to wax and wane. I think he'll get thrown out there a bit more. He's shown some flashes in the preseason, too.
The
Yeah,
man
he's
can
look good.
dunk.
I know we're going to see a lot more Benedict Matherin with the open spot from the injury to Halliburton. Jason, were there any performances in the preseason that you thought he excelled in?
I mean, in my eyes, he excels in all of the performances. But in particular, against San Antonio, the first game against San Antonio, he went 9-9 from the floor in the first half, 4-4 from 3-point range, 5-5 from the line for 27 points in like 12 minutes or something like that.
And that's the kind of thing that
Pretty efficient.
Yeah.
But we could expect this every night, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could just not miss this season. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
No, he looks ready, and I mean, it's interesting move by the Pacers, I think. So Matherin is extension eligible now. So at the end of the season, he'll become a restricted free agent. Pacers have not extended him yet. I don't know when the deadline for that is. Do you know, Colson?
I don't. I am hearing that they're probably not going to extend him. I think they're willing to let him go into this season. And he'll be a restricted free agent in the offseason, so we can match whatever contract is offered him. And, as we learned from this offseason, there's not a ton of teams with a ton of money with the new cap. So maybe we're looking for a bargain there. Maybe we're looking to see how he performs with the team. I mean, he's incredibly talented, but there's been some fit issues with the way that the team runs and guns. But, I mean, when everything fell apart and we ran out of offense in Game 7 of the finals, our plan was just to give it to Matherin because he's an incredibly gifted scorer. I would hope that we would want to hold on to that. We'll just have to see how this unfolds. Maybe it's part of the motivation for him, too, this year. I don't know.
Well, it certainly creates... We get to see contract year Benedict Matherin for the first time, so...
Yeah.
I for one, feel sorry for all of our opponents.
The team is, also up against the tax, so I think there's some concern about how we're going to shuffle all the contracts
Sure.
this coming off season. So gives us a little more flexibility, perhaps, that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the rookie extension deadline passed on the 20th. So.
Oh, so tomorrow. October 20th? Or September? It must have been October 20th, right? So there's still one more day.
Yep.
I guess. Okay.
But it doesn't look like it's going to happen in the next 2 hours.
Typically, they get those things done pretty quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the leader of this team with Halliburton? Is it still Halliburton or somebody else? It's got to be somebody else on the floor.
I mean, it's Siakam.
I guess.
It's Nemhard.
Interesting.
Colson, who's your guy?
Walker?
Great.
Did we answer your question, Joe?
Pretty much how I expected it to go. I think Halliburton is going to be courtside and very talkative. In my opinion, I think our all-star Pascal Siakam may take the team by the scruff of the neck and get it to overperform. Sidebar, talk about Halliburton on the sidelines. And we talked about how much of a Milwaukee hater, I'd say generational Milwaukee hater, that Tyrese Halliburton is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For folks that maybe hadn't seen this, but the Milwaukee Brewers have been going through the baseball playoffs, and every game Halliburton was wearing a jersey of the team that the Brewers were playing against for no reason.
Well,
but just to
No,
for some
there's
reason.
a reason.
I mean, there's a reason, but so I was impressed by this. I like that he's doing this, and I also think it really makes this transaction that Miles Turner was a part of even more interesting. Because he went to the team that our franchise player hates on in his free time.
Yeah.
And
Well, so we should explain a little bit more in depth as to why. So Halliburton's from Wisconsin. Sheboygan, I believe.
Oshkosh.
Oshkosh. And, probably, I don't know if he followed baseball, but would have been a Brewers fan. And he got...
Which is the wrong team, by the way. It's just the wrong team.
Sure, that's fair. But when you're in Wisconsin, you have only so many things that you know about. So,
They don't have the internet up there.
Right. And what was
Only
it?
have
The
beer.
Brewers had
Cheese.
invited him to throw out an opening pitch at a game or something. But then rescinded that offer after the Pacers beat the pants off of the Bucks in the playoffs. I don't know if that was this year, the time we beat the pants off of them this year, or last year when we beat the pants off of them.
We're
think
not
it was
sure
the
when they got
previous year.
fed up with getting worked.
Okay, it was the previous year. And so then he said, well, all right, I don't like you, Brewers. I don't like you at all. And he really likes being a heel. Has anybody started watching Starting Five on Netflix yet?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
I watched episode 1. It's pretty good.
Do you recommend it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's heartbreaking. The beginning is very heartbreaking, but then, yeah, it's great. Yeah, so I think they're following. It's Halliburton, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and who is the fifth one?
Is everyone making fun of Harden the whole time? I'm hoping.
No, I don't know if they know who the other guys are, but it's kind of just like they follow them throughout the whole year. So they're kind of like behind the scenes the whole year. So it starts at the beginning of the year and works its way through. In episode 1, you just kind of get to know the characters, if you will.
So is it going to make me like James Harden?
No.
Okay, good. I might watch it then. I've got to keep my bias, you know?
Sure, yeah. But in it, Tyrese talks about, being a fan of the WWE, of professional wrestling, and really wanting to be a heel. And so this is, I think, a part of him leaning into that to be the heel.
Yeah, so the Brewers are out now, right?
Yeah, they lost to the Dodgers on the back of Shohei Ohtani being otherworldly.
Like maybe the greatest performance in baseball history?
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 strikeouts.
Struck out
3.
Yep. Struck out 10 through 6 scoreless. Or 6 scoreless innings.
And then also hit 3 home runs.
Yeah, one of which
wow.
left the stadium. Just left the building.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
He's
that's
decent.
how you get paid $700 million or whatever obscene contract he's got.
So yeah, I think he got the series. He got the MVP of the series, and didn't play terribly well outside of that game. But when you win a game on your own,
Yeah, I think he
That'll
also
get
had a
you
couple
somewhere.
stolen bases. Like the guy's just
sure.
guy's just incredible, and he's about to be the MVP again.
Sure, why not?
I mean, who else are you going to give it to? He's the best pitcher and the best hitter.
I'd say deserve it. Yeah.
He's Babe friggin' Ruth.
And Nolan Ryan. So we were talking about generational hater, Tyrese Halliburton,
Yes.
and so yeah, he hates on the Brewers at all times, and the Milwaukee fans, they probably love him for it, I assume.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I think it's going to be Siakam's team on the floor, Neesmith and Nemhard, and all these guys that were there last year are certainly, all these guys have finals experience now, and I think this is going to be a good year. I think there's going to be a better year than Vegas says.
What did you predict, Joey, as Vegas?
I predict a lot of things as Vegas.
I want to say it was 38.5.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. What you
30, I
predict,
see,
Joe?
36 and a half?
yeah, I see.
36.
Right now, I'm seeing 37.5.
Okay.
So right in there. ESPN says 38.5.
So under 500.
But anyway,
Just
under 500.
so you
I
hate
really
it.
don't. I really don't get it. I mean, I'm with you, Joe. We have finals experience. This team is full of professional basketball players that know what it takes to win. We've got one of the best coaches in the league. I just don't understand how. Halliburton's amazing, and I understand he's the straw that stirs the drink. But I don't know how you lose 14 games because of him. Like, I just think this team is going to be closer to 500 than below.
And you said bet it all, right?
I did. I was like, I think we're winning. I think I predicted 46 games. Like, I really think this is going to be a good competitive team this year. And the East is trash. And I think they can pick up a lot of wins. I mean, we're not afraid of anybody. You know, we've beat all these teams in the playoffs. You think we're scared of the Knicks? You think we're scared of Milwaukee? The Cleveland? We're going to beat these teams. We're going to lose to Chicago a couple times, but otherwise we're going to sweep the East as far as I can tell.
So it's good for
Sweep. He's calling for the sweep of the conference. I like it.
good for 60.
The Bulls get 2, but the rest of us.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just show them the new banner, Look.
So 23-24, the Pacers were 7-6 without Halliburton, and then last year we were 4-5. So they've just extrapolated our 4-5 into a whole season.
Okay. I don't like it.
That was without finals experience, which we
Yeah,
have
and
had.
also, I mean, were some of those games without Nembhard and
Jay
Naismith
Huff.
and Jay Huff? They were all without Jay Huff.
Yeah, there's
Right.
way too little J-Huff going on.
They got to work that into their
it's-
models.
I mean, am I being way over optimistic? I mean, I clearly don't think we're sweeping the East, but like, I'm not wrong here, right? We're a serious basketball team, right?
I still
We're not
think
tanking.
I think the fact
the
fact that you said we're a serious basketball team makes me question whether or not we're a serious basketball team.
it's not how serious basketball teams talk.
Yeah.
Is this a team that's gonna make the top 6, or are we gonna have to fight for the play-in, or are we not making the playoffs? What do you guys think?
I think we're going to be fighting our way out of the play-in is the most likely scenario.
Yeah, that's where I see us. I see us squarely in the play. I don't think we're one of the top 6 teams in the East. I don't know. I'm curious what Joey thinks. Joe, we didn't get to hear your prediction, your real life prediction. We got your Vegas prediction.
Yeah.
But
I really think this is going to be a good team. I think they're. I mean, I think if things break right, they could end up like in the 4th spot. You know, with the weak, some of the weaker teams in the East, and I mean, yeah, I get it. We are missing Halliburton, but these guys they're fantastic, and you've got and not for nothing, you do have a hungry Ben Mathurin who, as we've seen, can get some work done. And, I think it's going to be the team's offense is going to be in good hands with whoever's running the point. But, if it's Nembhard is, I think showed well last year. McConnell's going to be, doing McConnell things once he's back. And we had just a fun offense. And of course, Halliburton was the key to that ignition, but I think we're going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. And, I mean, we're going to even get a little bit more of Siakam, who was the guy that when you just needed a bucket, you just give it to Siakam, and he's going to get it done. And Matherin's another one of those guys. I think Nembhard and Naismith are you got another year under their belt with long playoff runs, and Jackson's a bit of an X factor because he didn't get to play in any of those games. So, but I think the team's going to be good. I mean, I think it's going to be barring knock on wood, barring any other big injuries. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be able to be 6th or better come the end of the season.
I agree with you, Joe. I mean, we just did the Eastern Conference preview, and we don't really like any of these teams. I mean, Cleveland, New York, yes. We kind of like the Magic in Detroit. Atlanta's the trendy pick. Milwaukee, maybe. But I mean, nobody likes the Heat or the Hornets or the Wizards. I mean, that puts us right in that mix of that 5, 6, 7 seed. There's no way the Sixers are going to
Philly?
be. I didn't forget about Philly. Philly sucks. I mean, they're going to be
Philly
injured.
doesn't suck
They're
with a
not,
healthy Embiid.
he's not going to be healthy. He's going to play 35 games just like he always does. I'm not afraid of the Sixers. I think it puts us right in that 5, 6, 7 area.
I mean, the worry is we have very little margin for injury luck. Or injury bad luck. You know what I mean? Like if we have a spate of guys going down for 10 to 15 games throughout the season, then that's just going to be hard. I mean, we saw how it was last year. We didn't have Nimhard for the first, 20 games, and we were horrible. We were a sub 500 team. So,
Well, yeah, if Nimhard and Neesmith go out again, I'm with you. We're screwed. But, I mean, if somebody goes down for a while, we got some Furf minutes,
We do. We were actually, overall, until the very last game of the season, pretty lucky over the course of the year. We were like plus 5 games relative to the league average. And, what we missed, or our wins relative to injuries, right? So a reversion to the mean would mean more missed games for our guys, which, in this year is probably fine. There's going to be a lot of concentration on defense and development this year. So, we probably don't want to push any of our long-term prospects into, risky health situations by playing them 35 minutes a night. And I'm sure that Rick Carlisle does not have that slated for Nemhard or Neesmith or Toppin or any of those guys. Matherin probably, but, you can't get that guy off the floor.
right. Yeah. He and Jarris Walker, I think, are going to
Yeah, they're young.
put
They
in
can
a
play forever.
ton of minutes.
It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's the call on Matherin's points per game there, Jason? What do you think? Is he going to lead the team in points?
Yes, he will lead the team
Okay.
in scoring. 22.
Okay.
I mean, his team spreads it around so well that Siakam led the team with just over 20 a game last year, right? You got to figure he's going to be
20.1 or
steady with
something.
that.
Yeah.
And then, Nimhard's numbers will have to go up. Everybody's going to go up a little bit. I mean, Matherin averaged 15 off the bench, like in 25 minutes or something like that. So,
Yeah. Colson and I'm quite sure that we predicted Matherin to score. I think I predicted him to score 20, and you predicted him to score 25 a game at the beginning of the
Yeah, something like that.
season?
Yeah,
Something
off
like
the
that?
bench. Yeah, I think that was. He was going to lead the team in scoring off the bench.
Didn't quite get there with this 16. But this year, yeah, he's got a real shot to make it to 20. There's gonna be some, those 18 points from Halliburton got to come from somewhere.
yeah.
And those 14 points from Miles Turner, or whatever it was.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good extra, 15 shots a game, 15 to 20 shots a game that are available now.
Yeah, and since Matherin decided that missing is stupid and he's just not going to do it anymore, he's filling it up just fine.
Why hasn't anyone else just decided, realize that?
Get that guy.
Well, there was
Nobel
that one
Prize.
season when LeBron was on the Heat. He figured it out. He was like, "Oh yeah, missing
Yeah.
shots
Okay.
is stupid. I'm gonna shoot 65% from the floor."
You miss all the shots that you don't take. Wait, no? You make all the shots you take. That was what Ben Matherin said.
Yeah,
I think that's what the old saying was.
That's right.
You make 100% of the shots you take.
So Joey has us in the 4 seed, which I love.
it's the top half of the bracket. Gotta love
Somewhere
it.
6 to 4.
6-4. Okay, but solid playoff team.
I've got us in the 6th seed.
Right
Yeah.
on.
And you guys have us, what, 8, 9, 10? Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're probably, I think we're 6, 7, 8. I think we're in that range. Toronto is still picked to win more games than us, and I don't understand that. So
I still don't understand
We
it
should be
either.
ahead
I
of
listened to the whole Bill Simmons and Joe House and Zach Lowe did their over-unders, and they were all very excited about Toronto.
Why?
I didn't understand it. I was like, I mean, I guess because they have a ton of dudes, and they had a horrible injury luck last year, and they're like a poor man's version of OKC, right? They're just long everywhere, and can maybe then play defense, but none of the guys actually play defense, so
And
they all replicate each other's offensive games. Like, I just don't get it.
and they don't
It
have
doesn't
two
fit.
20-point-a-game scorers.
But who knows? They beat the crap out of us last year.
I mean, until the playoffs.
Twice. Didn't they beat us twice?
Yeah, I think so. But we went to the finals and they did not.
No, that's a fair point. I concede your counterpoint. All right. Well, basketball starts this week, guys.
Yeah.
You stoked?
Actual NBA basketball.
Actual real basketball.
I'd be more stoked if we didn't have to look at OKC again.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Starting to get sick of them.
So, the boys start the season Thursday, October 23rd, hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then have a back-to-back Saturday and Sunday at the Grizzlies and at the Timberwolves.
Boy, I forgot
So if
how
you
hard
remember
this
from
opening
our-
stretch was.
You'll remember our schedule pod. The beginning of the season is hard. Very hard.
Oof. It's a 1 and 2 week.
But maybe OKC will be on a hangover from getting their rings on Tuesday or whatever. So
I tell you what, guys, I'm still not over the pain from the finals and seeing them again. This seems too soon.
yeah. Well, Joey, here's the thing: is you're never going to be over that pain. So might as well.
That's true.
just learn to live with it.
Or just never watch basketball again. That's another option.
You're just going to host
realize
the
that was
show
on
without
the
watching the games.
Yeah.
Just denial.
like-
That's your.
Jason did it for a while.
Yeah, like
That's
a
right.
half
He did like a
season.
half a season.
Yeah.
But that was for a different reason.
Yeah.
That was because the team was unbearable to watch.
Because it was
I have
Paul George and CJ Miles at the 4. I don't know.
Yes.
Everyone
was.
hated each other.
Oh. I'm glad our team likes each other. I think that's going to go a long way too.
I do too.
Yeah.
Does it make anybody else nervous how much Holly is like running around on the sidelines? Like, I don't know what the actual Achilles like PT cycle looks like, but it's just like a lot of moving around over there. I just want him to sit very still.
He does a lot of hopping. Yeah.
And then just with a lot of other legs around to like land on or
So much legs.
we should bubble wrap him, right?
Seems reasonable.
yeah.
What's you guys are who's what's the quarterback's name on the Colts who wanged himself in the face? Richard.
Anthony Richardson?
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. I'm hoping the Pacers are going to have like an extra like safety class or something saying don't aim the rubber bands at your face.
Yo, what was the deal? He broke a orbital bone, the bone that goes around your eye socket with a exercise band or something.
Yep.
Okay. That's
I think he fractured. I've done that before. I've fractured the orbital bone, but it wasn't like that. It was like I got an elbow to the head in a soccer game.
That seems like a normal way to fracture an orbital bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. I know how to get injured. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was that the same one that detached your retina?
No, that was a
Different injury?
one, unfortunately. Yeah. That was a different one. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited. We've had a lot of really with the Pacers and then the Fever, who had an amazing season as well. It was didn't turn out exactly like we would like, but they were incredibly entertaining, even with, besides Caitlin Clark, so many players going down, and they still made an incredible push in the playoffs. We have been blessed with fantastic basketball, and we're getting ready to start that cycle back up again. So, when the Fever and the Pacers are both able to extend their seasons, we get basically 365 days of good Indiana basketball, which I appreciate.
Super.
Yeah, how about that? How about the Fever pushed the Aces to 5 games, and then the Mercury couldn't even push them to 5 games in a 7-game series.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty interesting.
Yep.
So close.
So basically, we're the champs, is what you're telling me.
That's right.
I was thinking about this the other day. The last time that we did a pod before the season, like before a season when we thought we had legitimate title hopes, was the second season we did this?
Yeah, probably.
And starting last year, we weren't like, oh yeah, we're going to the finals, So, you never know.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, Jill asked me once. She was, I think she was saying like she likes it better when the team is like mediocre because there's no expectations or whatever, and blah blah blah. And this was before the playoff run last year, and I was like, no, like it's so fun to watch your team when they're like that good that you're thinking championship. Like you're watching them play against the game, and like they're just trying to play the perfect game, and it's like super fun. Like that year, I guess it was the year before the brawl, right? Like that season was awesome, and it was like just going and watching that team like win 60 games and like being like, this is amazing. But so yeah, and last year wasn't even like that. Like even throughout the year, we weren't like, oh, this is like this team's really got a shot to win the title.
Obvious playoff, like championship contender here.
It's crazy. What a run.
Yeah, just incredible. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
There's to get that bad taste out of your mouth, Joe, we'll just play more basketball.
Mm-hmm. More basketball is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
That's right, Homer.
Cheers.
All right. Well, we are back in the swing of things. We will be back with you on our regularly scheduled. What do we? Twice a week, as we say at the top, semi-weekly. But it really will be semi-weekly, or bi-weekly. Semi-bi-weekly, I think, is what we're going to be doing this year. That's twice a week, every other week. Is that right?
Sure.
Let's just do twice a week. Until next time, you can find us on Twitter. We are at Undebeatables. We're on Facebook.com/The Undebeatables. Our website is theundebeatables.com. There's also a contact form there. You can use that to send us a message. Good old-fashioned email. Shout out at theundebeatables.com. Hit the website up /store for the merch. And you can hear our theme song right here. Hit me.
For the architect, Donnie Walsh, and the Pacers' first couple, Bobby Slick and Nancy Leonard. Did I land that?
I think you did.
Sure.
Okay. Turn out the lights.
Yeah.
The party's over.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I just didn't want to ruin his confidence.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But 100%, yeah.
Did you understand the joke? No. Do you get it? See, because it's got to be your bowl. The first couple? Is that what you call them? The first couple?
Pacers' first couple.
No, but is that like what you call the like the president? and their spouse.
The first couple, yeah.
Not my president.
Yeah, it's the first couple.
Okay.
The first couple of Pacer history. I don't know.
Shout out to the No Kings rally.
So, stat of the week
was super good.
Stat of the week: I saw 7 million people were out across the country.
Interesting.
Apparently, we need 11 million for the inflection point, but whatever.
Yeah.
What's your source on this?
Apparently, protest history.
Okay.
Doesn't help when like places like the Washington Post and the New York Times say that thousands of people across the country.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's thousands of thousands.
Yeah, it's also tens of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, many people.
Many people.
Yeah. More than
Many
one.
people
for
are
sure.
saying we don't want a king. So.
There are dozens of us, right?
Baker's
something
dozens of people.
Baker's dozens.
Jason, I feel like you have a future in spinning things.
That's all I do, man. That's my job.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
spinning science into gold.
So I had my pen out, so I was taking notes during this show. The only thing I wrote down was math 22, and then underlined.
I don't know what that means.
I think that means Benedict Matherin's supposed to score 22 points a game
I think so.
per Jason, but it just says math 22.
Oh, math for Matherin.
Yeah.
For Matherin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at note taking. Glad I busted out the pen for that.
Got the shorthand in there.
It's excellent. Yeah.
It's good that at the end of a single episode, you have no idea what your notes mean.
Yeah, that's why we record these things.
Yeah, that's true.